is it a good time to buy a business? I know certainly from our perspective, we've had a lot of inquiries from business owners wanting to buy, up smaller businesses, or even look to deviate into different areas of business which will add value to their existing business. So we've certainly seen an uptick on that. I mean, prior to lockdown, we've looked at maybe a handful, 4 or 5 purchase of businesses in 5 years. We must have looked at 10 to 15 in the last 6 months.
The one thing that we've seen a lot of is smaller businesses looking to buy other smaller businesses. I've seen quite a lot of that recently, because maybe the other business is slightly failing, or they've got something that they haven't got, and they can find a cheap way of getting it, or not necessarily cheap, but a quicker route to that market they don't have. We've seen a fair bit of it. My only sort of thing that I'd say is that a lot of the time we haven't been able to complete them for one reason or another, and those are generally because they are COVID affected areas. There is cash out there, and alternative funders like myself and Rob, you working with your myriad of funders, there is cash out there. I think what's gone and what's missing is the traditional funding lines, which are maybe slightly cheaper, but the biggest problem that people are finding is getting into and getting access to it. Standard route is go to your bank. I think that, once you start moving out of that, you start talking to people, you could stand more of a chance. But I think, is now the time to be buying a business? Absolutely, if you can get the funding for it.
The government-backed loans, the CBILS loans that everyone knows about now, they're readily available, not just from the high street banks, but from all the other lenders that are on that panel. I think there's roughly 30 to 40 lenders on that panel now. We have access to most of them, and you can access that funding to buy another business. People might think, well, hold on, why would you be doing that? Surely the money there is to help you cash flow your business in the downtime. However, a lot of lenders are looking at this as an opportunity to save some businesses. So these businesses might, the ones that are going to buy might be hitting the wall soon, whereas someone can come in and buy that business and make them survive. So you can take advantage of those opportunities. So yes, there are lenders out there doing it. And by the way, CBILS product has been extended now to the end of January. So that's the second time it's been extended now.
If it's the right time for you to buy a business or to sell a business, I don't think it should put you off buying and selling a business if it's right to do so anyway, because obviously the finance is out there, as you guys said, and you can look to structure it from a financial perspective and consider those options. But in terms of selling a business, I think I'm seeing that a lot of people are obviously, because of what's happened, are thinking about the future, are thinking about exit planning, are thinking about succession planning, and there's a lot of management buyout situations where they're wanting to bring management through and look to, owners are looking to agree essentially a retirement plan. So I think a lot of sellers are minded to sell and consider selling right now.
I think people need to be positive. Got to do the due diligence, but again, don't believe everything you see and read in the press. There are opportunities out there, and if it's the right time to do it for you, go ahead and do it. But be positive, do your due diligence, certainly get outside advice and support. If it's right, go for it.